Do you need to repair some broken pickets on your wood fence? Don't use two ladders to get over the fence. That's not safe. Watch how to make this fence service door. Let's get to it. If you own a wooden fence, once in a while, you'll have to replace some broken pickets. The problem is, you can only replace them from the other side. How this fence is set up, there's no way to get to the other side unless I use two ladders, which is not safe. To solve this problem, I came up with making a service door. Now let me just say, this is only good if you don't have neighbors on the other side. I have a wooden area behind this fence. If you do have neighbors, you will have to get permission from them to go in their yard and fix your fence. If you want to watch how to replace a broken fence picket, click the link at the end of this video to see how. Speaking of links, I have a link below on everything needed for this project. Here's what's needed. 2 pressure treated 2x4s, one 1-foot 2x4, 2 gate hinges, 4 1/16 by 1.5" angle stop, 5/8 galvanized screws, and 3-inch galvanized screws. Paint is optional. Okay, so the first thing to do is to make 4 12-inch brackets. I'm going to make it out of this 1/16 aluminum angle stop. I had it for a while now. Cut it to 12 inches. Sand the sharp edges down. Put a center mark. Put a mark every 1.5 inches. Run a center mark. Drill out the holes. Flip it and put it on the 2x4. Countersink the holes. Now that that's done, let's get back to the fence. We need to pick a section of the fence panel that is in good shape. This one looks good. I decided to make this part the door. Before cutting into the fence, add support to it. Connect a Simpson strong tie to each side of the top rail. I'm using 5/8 galvanized screws, and the Simpson strong ties are A33s. Set the angle bracket in place to give an idea on where to set the 2x4. Make sure the center of the bracket falls in between 2 fence pickets. Here's what to do with the 2 2-foot pieces of pressure treated 2x4. Cut a point on them. Set a 2x4 on edge on the ground. This will help keep the 2x4 straight as I pound it in the ground. Also, notice I keep my foot pressed up against the 2x4 to help keep it tight up against the bottom rail. Pre-drill your holes. Put in 3-inch screws. Cut the extra off. For the other side, find where to put the hinge. Make sure the center of the hinge falls in between the 2 fence pickets. This is a good spot. Now set the other 2x4 on the side of the hinge and pound it down. Pre-drill your holes. Put in 3-inch screws. Cut the extra off. Doing this will help the fence stay in place when it gets cut. Mark where the fence rails will be cut. When you cut the rails on this side, don't cut it straight. Set a 10-degree bevel on the saw. When you make the cut, make sure the blade goes in between the 2 pickets. Make sure you don't cut into the picket. Set the bracket in place. Line up the center of the bracket with the cut. Screw it down. Put all the screws in on the hinge side of the cut. Put in 2 screws on the other side of the bracket for now. Do the same for the center rail. For the bottom rail, the saw is too big for this cut. I could dig a hole, but I'm just going to use a multi-tool to make this cut. Again, make sure to cut on an angle. Screw the bracket on now, the same as the top two. Now for the hinge side, check where to make the cut. The center of the hinge needs to be in between two pickets. Mark it. This side can be cut straight, so I can make this cut with the saw going downward. Screw the hinge in. Follow that same seam up to the top rail and cut it. Screw the hinge in. Go down to the middle rail and cut it for now. If you have a third hinge, you can put it on now. I'm going to put in a fourth bracket when I'm done fixing the fence pickets. If your fence is touching the ground, you'll have to cut it before you can open it. I'm going to use the multi-tool for this. Now I can open and close this thing like a door. Here's what the fence looks like on this side. You can't even tell that you can open it like a gate. Paint all the hinges and brackets. This is what it's looking like. When you go to service your fence, what you will have to do is unscrew the screws on this side of the cut. So here's your hinge, and unscrew these. These will always stay screwed shut. So down here the same thing. Just unscrew these, unscrew these. This is not meant to be used all the time. This is just a temporary gate, so when you do have to service your fence, you have access to the back side of it. You won't go killing yourself. Now I didn't want to put these hinges was $20 for two, so I didn't want to spend another $20 just to use one. So for this one, I don't want to leave it like this. So for this one, I'm gonna put another bracket on it like that and screw it just to help support it. Here's what it looks like with the fourth bracket in place. Anyway, that's it for this video. If this helped you out, don't forget to hit that like, bell, and subscribe button for me. Click the link if you want to see how to replace broken pickets. Check out my channel if you want to see one of my other cool inventions. Until next time, peace.